Do you want to do it?
I think we got to do it.
All right.
We don't have to keep it going if it doesn't work, but we're gonna do a quiet podcast.
Here's what happens. So A Quiet Place 2 comes out on Friday, and when we heard about that, we decided this is a perfect time to actually give this a go. So tell the people what's happening here. You what?
So we're gonna turn our volumes off, I guess. Is that the best way to do this?
Yeah. There's the software we use to record these podcasts. There's a little button at the bottom that we can mute each other talking, like, where I can't hear what you're saying, you can't hear what I'm saying. So
really?
You just hit it says mute the speaker, right there at the bottom.
Heck? I don't
right
see
next to the chat box and the microphone.
The chat box and the microphone. It says the little 3 dot things. Mark, I'm so bad at technology.
You move your mouse down to the bottom middle of the screen, and there's the chat box. Myself. There's the mute speaker. Mute your own microphone. Disable the camera. So the mute speaker is the second from the left, isn't it?
Wow, I don't know if I have that. We're using the same program. Hold on. Mute the speaker. The one to the right next to the message box.
There's a megaphone looking thing, and then there are...
Yeah, I see the megaphone thing.
So click on that and see what happens. What happens when that...
I just turned the volume. I can't hear you when I click that.
That's the point. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is bad already. I think that's it.
By the way, to everyone listening and not watching this, my hair has dried just absolutely. I do not look great right now, folks. Okay, are you ready? Wait,
can you hear me? You can't hear me.
Well, I can't hear you. Yes.
Okay. So
I'm gonna mute you.
We're gonna mute each other, and then what are we gonna
do? The topic, we're gonna talk about skyscrapers for a little while, and
all right,
we're gonna have a conversation where I can't hear Mark, and he can't hear me, but we can read each other's lips, and like sort of have an idea, and we want to see if we can.
Oh my god,
this is so stupid. All right,
go ahead.
You start us off. I'm muting you now.
I'm muted. Go.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you. Talk.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Are you talking? You're not talking, Charlotte. You have to say something. I'm going to tell everyone what's going on here. You can't hear what I'm saying, but I'm going to tell everyone what's going on here is that we both muted. I waited for Charlotte to start talking. We decided that she was going to be the one to start talking. And now I'm sitting here waiting on you to talk, but you're not talking.
So I'm not entirely clear what you just said, but I think that you explained to people that we're going to talk about skyscrapers, and I want to talk about the Burj Khalifa, the biggest skyscraper in the world, which is in Dubai, because I looked up how they built it, and it turns out that it cost $1.5 billion to build.
Wow. I'm pretending like I'm listening to what Charlotte said, but I actually didn't, and I'm not paying attention at all. I'm just fascinated by her thinking that this idea would ever work. So I think for the rest of this segment, I am just going to mock her and see if she listens back to this at all. This was the worst idea you've ever had. This is such a bad idea, but whatever, we'll do it anyway. And now I'm going to say skyscrapers a bunch, so that way she thinks that I am talking about skyscrapers. Skyscraper, is that right? And I'm furrowing my brow, so it looks like I'm asking her a question. So that way she can try to figure out what I'm saying, but really I'm saying nothing, and all you guys listening know I'm not saying anything. So let's see what she says now, right?
I have a really good feeling that you are trolling me right now and are not talking about skyscrapers at all. But if you were asking me how I think they build them, I think they build them by... Well, I looked up the guy who did all the interiors of the Burj Khalifa, and it turns out, I was just thinking, I was like, can you imagine being that one guy who was tasked with building this 2,000-foot building, and like the buck has to stop somewhere, and it stops with you. Like if that building falls down, it's your fault. I can't imagine that kind of pressure. I don't know how you sleep at night.
I'm laughing. Charlotte looks so excited to say these facts. I have no idea what the hell she's saying. But you seem to be very excited. So I don't know. I have nothing else to say. I think that's it. I think it's over. I think we stop it. Stop it.
Unmute.
Unmute. We're back. How do you think that went?
I think I said this on my end, but I said that I think you're trolling me and you're not talking about skyscrapers at all.
Did you really?
Yeah. Is that what you were doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew it. I talked about skyscrapers.
As soon as you started, I was like, what the hell is she talking about? And I just started laughing. Oh my God.
I talked about how I wouldn't want to be the one guy who was responsible with the buck stopped here for building the tallest skyscraper in the world. All right,
That
folks.
was so bad.
That was awful. Send us emails.
Quiet Place. This Friday.
We're acting like we're sponsored by a Quiet Place. We're
I
not.
know.
We just thought we'd tie it to something.
I wrote down a bunch of skyscraper notes, to be honest, and I was ready to give it a go, and then it started, and I was like, I can't do this.
I know. I read my skyscraper notes. The Burj Khalifa cost $1.5 million to build.
Hey pals, thanks for watching the People Sports Podcast YouTube channel. For more of mine and Mark's very weird rabbit holes, stick around, watch more. You can subscribe, smash that subscribe button. You know you want to. We're going to give you all the weird stuff we possibly can.